All right, so let's start here with Payday 2, the text adventure. We're going to click to play. Duke and Dallas get out of the Payday van, which is just parked across the street from Vlad Kozak's bakery. As bakeries go, it's pretty trashy. Not the kind of place you want to take Grandma for pie and coffee. Duke. They say Vlad makes a mean rye. Dallas. Baked with that special Ukrainian love. Twitch, wait here for us. What? Are they talking to us? Well, I guess if we're Twitch, we will wait here rather than go inside the bakery. The two heisters adjust their suits, getting into character. Duke frowns at a blood stain on his lapel. I need to have a word with Oddstone about the dry cleaner he's using. Oh, a word, okay. The pair start moving, but before they can cross the street, a cheap-suited thug comes running from a side street and kicks open the bakery door. As he pulls a sock over his head, painted to look like Dallas's mask. He pulls out what looks like a short rifle and points it at the counter, where Vlad is standing. Oh wow, so you beat us to the punch? I don't know, are we bank robbers ourselves? I don't even know what we're trying to do. Alright, let's just continue waiting, see what happens. Keep on waiting. Game over! Shouting comes from inside. An argument erupts, followed by multiple blasts from firearms as blood sprays the windows of the bakery. In the commotion, we can see Vlad go down with a horrendous chest wound. The Payday gang doesn't sit around when their friends need help. Okay. Alright, we got a death. Good. We're gonna have to try again. So I guess this time we'll just go right inside the bakery. Go inside the bakery. The heisters shuffle into the bakery. Like the exterior, the inside of the place just screams trash. The patrons looking like they would stab you over $1. As our heroes enter, Vlad shoots them with a huge grin, throwing open his arms. Friends, come, Vlad has been waiting for you. Just then, a gorgeous sleazy waitress pops out from the back office holding a gray flip phone that somehow survived the 90s in the air. Vlad, honey, it's Her Highness. She sounds pissed. Forgot to buy the milk again? Dallas flirts with the waitress, so straight to business. Okay, this could be a good death too if we flirt with the waitress. Let's do it. The waitress smiles at Dallas's comment. What was the comment? And he smiles back from underneath his stubble mustache. Duke gives a "here we go" eye roll as Vlad reaches for the phone. The expression on his face says, I'm gonna get an earful, as he moves toward the back office, speaking in a language we don't immediately recognize. As Dallas leans on the counter and starts chatting up the waitress, the bakery door is suddenly kicked in, and a cheap-suited thug comes rushing in brandishing a sawn-off shotgun, screaming, "Give me all the money!" Okay, we only have one choice, react to the thug, which basically means it is no choice. The waitress gasps as Dallas throws out his arm in front of her in a protective gesture. The patrons all freeze in shock surprise. Duke manages to pull out his gun and gives Dallas a sideward glance. It's a standoff. Hey now, you might want to think about what place you're robbing, kid. The fuck do I care? Open the register. Dallas looks him over. The guy's an amateur. Easy takedown. Duke waits for the look that will tell him what to do. Should we shoot the stupid moron, cut him a deal, he can be useful, or punch his lights out? Let's shoot the stupid moron. Dallas gives Vlad a look. He knows what's about to happen. Been there before. Without blinking, Dallas pulls the trigger and blows a hole in the cheap-suited thug's head before he can even react. Blood sprays everywhere from underneath the thug's sock hood as a shocked silence fills the bakery. Shit, I just mopped the goddamn floor this morning. Vlad motions to his people in the bakery. They pull the window blinds and close the half-busted door. One guy turns the open sign to closed. Alright. Oh, wait for Vlad. I thought Vlad was behind the counter. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folded note, giving it to Dallas. Here, this is what you wanted. Let me know how it goes, yes?
Will do, thanks.
Duke and Dallas make for the door and leave. They hear it lock behind them. Get in van and drive away. Dallas, Chains, and Duke are inside the Payday van, which is parked in an alley near a branch of the Harvest and Trustee Bank. There is a guard outside the bank, whistling away distractedly. Oh, so did he give us the intel to do a bank robbery, I guess? There's also an ugly trash can, oddly placed in front of a window. Inside the van is an assortment of surveillance equipment. The gang members are suited up as per usual, ready for whatever action is needed. Alright, let's check the note from Vlad.
Okay, the intel we got from Vlad checks out. The manifest papers we need are in a safe deposit box in there somewhere. We're going in tomorrow evening, but they've upped their security to shit factor 10, so we need to do a little recon and prep first.
Who's Chain? So Chains all of a sudden randomly appeared? Weird. I take it we're going in silently?
Damn right we are. Don't need more attention right now.
There's a knock on the side door of the van. The knock repeats 3 times, rhythmically. A half-whispered voice, muffled by the walls of the van, can be heard saying, I'm here to kill the bugs, man. Open it. Man, for Choose Your Own Adventure, there are many... Most of the choices are not even choices. They're just one thing to progress the story, so it is kind of feeling like a visual novel a little bit. We don't really have a choice here. Open the van door. Duke slides open the door, and we see Garth, who looks like a typical skateboard hipster in his 20s. Glad you could join us, son.
Took your damn time getting here.
Sorry, man. Lot of blues out today. Had to be extra careful. You ready to get to work? You got it, man. Let's discuss the plan. Alright, I can handle things from here, but we gotta decide who's going in. My suggestion is, either Duke gets his charming ass inside and drops a bug, or Dallas goes round back to plant a helping hand for the job. Oh, let's get that charming ass inside and drop that bug with Duke. Send in Duke. Send in the clowns.
Let's have Duke put on that old school charm and place a security bug inside somewhere.
We still have some of the Model Ks around here somewhere. This time of day, there's going to be a lot of folks in that bank. We'll need to distract them.
That's where Junior here comes in. Duke, you get a head start out there. Get into the bank and wait for the signal. You'll definitely know it.
You got it, old chum. Duke gets out of the van and makes his way to the bank, trying to stay inconspicuous.
Okay, kid. Here's your chance to get a nice payday and get into our good graces. See that guard in front of the bank? We're gonna need you to get his attention. Alright, do we get in front of a moving car by the bank, crash our skateboard into a bank window, or pick a fight with him? Oh, picking a fight with him will go well. I'm a little bit leery, though, to get deaths, just because if we have to start all the way from scratch, this can be super annoying. But, I guess we'll try it one more time. It's not like we can just resume where we were, it seems like. Let's pick a fight with the guard. Kid, I want you to go up to the guard and pick a fight.
Won't I get in trouble?
Doesn't matter. We'll have you up by nightfall if they take you in.
Whatever you think is best, boss. Garth gets out of the van and skates around the block. When he returns, he rides up onto the sidewalk, heading straight for the bank. When he nears the guard, he swerves and rolls right into him. The guard falls backward into the wall, cursing. The skateboard goes rolling away into the street to be crushed by a passing truck, with Garth looking on sadly as his cherished board snaps into several pieces. Let's watch what happens to Garth. What the hell's wrong with you, idiot? Garth turning his back to the guard. Me? What the fuck is wrong with you? You fucking tripped me. What? You fucking owe me a new board, man. Oh, it's okay, Rufus. It's just a new skateboard for Garth. He'll be okay. Now listen up, you. Suddenly they are interrupted by the cop that has just pulled up and gotten out of his patrol car. People are exiting the bank, wandering at the commotion. What's going on here? This little shit ran into me. Could have caused an accident. Want me to take him in? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. The guard takes out handcuffs and he's like, oh, you want me to arrest this guy? All right. The guard takes out handcuffs and begins arresting Garth. Move along, people. Back to business. Nothing more to see here. Let's take advantage of the situation. Duke heads inside the bank carrying a briefcase. Taking a quick look around, he notes the location and number of security guards and cameras. There are only a handful of customers in the bank and 2 tellers behind counters. Duke walks... Duke walks up to a counter and starts talking with the teller, a pretty young woman in her late 20s. Hello, young miss. I'd like to open an account and make a deposit of $20,000. The teller's bright green eyes go wide. Oh, sir, I'm sorry, but I'm not authorized to handle that large of a deposit. I'm going to have to let you speak to or with my manager. Would you please meet me at the side desk and follow me to our office? Of course, miss. I understand. Follow the teller. Mrs. Gills, this gentleman would like to open an account and enter a large deposit, $20,000. Can you help him? Why, of course. Good morning, sir. If you'll follow me into my office, we'll get you sorted in a jiffy. Thank you kindly, ma'am. It's not every day that we get such a large deposit. May I ask if you will be depositing cash or transferring from another bank? And if this will be a recurring deposit? Think about it for a moment. Duke never has a chance to sit down as there's suddenly a loud commotion at the bank entrance with raised voices. Duke smiles to himself. Finally, time to get this done. The commotion gets louder as both customers and staff move to the front to look out the window at what's going on. The bank manager goes to the door of her office and looks out. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but I must see to this. May I ask that you return this afternoon or tomorrow? Well, I'm actually leaving town this afternoon for a business trip, but I will call and make an appointment when I return. That's great. Thank you for understanding. Another loud voice from the front draws the bank manager's attention. Duke sees his chance and makes to leave the bank. On the way, he reaches into his pocket, takes out the security bug, and... Should we secretly stick it under a cubicle desk or drop it into a potted plant? I'm actually worried about what the dirt might do to the bug if we dropped it there. Although it's probably less likely to be discovered, although it could be watered, right? There are all sorts of ways this could get interesting with the potted plant. The cubicle desk is probably just like standard. Yeah, let's drop the potted plant. Sounds more interesting. On his way out, Duke encounters the cop, who has gone inside the bank to help keep the situation under control. Duke keeps his cool and nods at the cop, hoping that he doesn't look too suspicious as he keeps his face away from the security cameras. Well, did we drop it in the plant or not? I don't know. Let's keep walking away. Going deeper inside the bank was risky, but it's probably going to pay off. The bug will be more effective where it is now. As Duke leaves the bank, he scans the area for Junior, who is nowhere to be found. As he makes his way back to the bank, he mumbles to himself. Hope the kid got away okay. Mission accomplished. Get in van and drive off. Oh, okay, that really was mission accomplished. So we were just setting up for the heist. We weren't making the heist itself. Is that like a prelude for Payday 2, the actual game? Oh. Once again, an unsuspecting bank is about to fall prey to the masterful heisters of the Payday gang. Sometimes you go in loud, sometimes you go in silently. And sometimes one heist is just a lead into something bigger. There are the times when you want to lay low and not draw too much attention. There are people out there watching your every move on both sides of the law. Make sure you always show them who rules the day. End game. Thank you for playing. Mass keys are no longer available though. However, you can continue to replay the text adventure. Try taking a different route. Yeah, it definitely isn't the log game social, that's for sure. I thought we were going to do, like, pull off, like, a demo heist or something. I don't know. Is that like a prequel to the actual Payday 2 game or not? I'm curious. Interesting regardless. Yeah, so much, right? Yeah, it suddenly is over. Oh, there are other cosmetic codes. Oh, that's for the game. I guess we could just quickly click through briefly just to see if there are any other ways to die or something. So what if we wait and then go in once the thug goes in? It's a setup for one of the assets you can buy. Yeah, and at the time you could get DLC. So pull out guns and run inside. So then you basically just get the standoff again. Let's see if we can come to a deal and whether it can be useful. Might get shot, let's see. Dallas, after the master tactician sees an opportunity. Better to offer this moron some cash and let him stick his neck out than someone more valuable. So basically it gives him a choice. You can finish up here, take whatever chump change Velad has in the register, then we come find you later and put a bullet in your face, or you can do a job for us, offer him some money. He's small-time thug. I'm sure he'd be fine with 5 grand. Oh, okay, then he accepts the terms. And then he takes off his mask as a young guy in his 20s. So is he going to do the distraction instead of chains or whatever? No, Garth was the skateboard kid. All right, so then you drive to the bank. Or, yeah. Check the note. So this time you just go with the thug. Yeah, the question is whether the thug can be trusted. Oh, let's send in Dallas this time. It goes around back, I guess. What they're gonna... So apparently they're gonna knock out everybody with knockout gas? Canisters of knockout gas? Interesting. Let's knock over that trash can outside the bank that was conspicuous. I was wondering whether there was something in there. And then... Uh-oh. He takes a stroll around the block going away from the bank. And then like, tell me again why you thought hiring this guy was a good idea. Wait for the thug. After about a minute or so, the thug comes back around the corner and makes for the bank, making a beeline for the large trash can in front of it. As he reaches the trash can, he intentionally stumbles forward and crashes right into it, falling down on the sidewalk. When he lands, he misjudges and his knee smashes into the pavement, causing him to scream in pain. The guard outside the bank jumps to the alert and runs over to help him. So you take advantage of the situation. And Dallas, trying to look inconspicuous, moves along the wall. Small window. It's pretty high up. Yeah, I want to try to take a look inside. By pulling on the rain gutter, we might fall. He grabs hold of the gutter, pulls himself up. And it's a bathroom, no one's in there. He makes a mental note in case the window might be useful in hitting the bank. He keeps going. You can still hear the ruckus in the front. He finds a blind spot, barbed wire fence. Security door, but there's a manhole without a lock. Steel ladder with a roof. Trying to get by the security camera. Goes to the roof. Place the knockout gas. And then there's a guard coming. Let's fight him. Wait until the guard is close, then drop down on him. He acts quickly with perfectly timing, silently pouncing on the guard, knocking him cold in one clean swoop. Wow, blood trickling from his temple. Oh, he died. Dallas grabs the corpse and pulls it out of sight from the cameras. Make it look like an accident. Realizing that a missing guard might compromise the coming bank heist, Dallas picks up the dead guard with a slight groan, holding him upright. When the cameras pass, he smashes the guard against the sharp brick corner wall of the bank, making sure blood from his temple leaves some residue before letting the guard drop. Next, he unties one of the guard's boots and gives his ankle a twist, hearing a slight crack. Wow. Max, thank you for the follow. Stepping back for a second to examine his handiwork, Dallas nods to himself in approval. It looks good. They're going to swallow it. After one final check, he carefully makes his way back to the van. Mission accomplished. All right, so there are multiple ways to do, I guess, accomplish the same thing. Yeah. The timer is not meant to be going still. We already beat the game. We were just trying out a different path. There are hundreds of masks in the game. Wow. Oh yeah, you watched the Clickhole game video? Nice. With Congress. All right, cool. So yeah, let's give out let's do it 5 Cedrics for the end of Payday 2, the text adventure, sort of. It's a choose your own adventure. All right. Oh yeah, let's start our next raffle here. For 300 Cedrics, enter exclamation Duke. To enter the raffle, the winner will win 300 Cedrics, be entered into a raffle of raffles for a big prize on Monday night. A surprise prize. Yeah, so it's like a, I don't know, not knowing the Payday series, I kind of had to take that game in a vacuum, so I don't know, it wasn't terribly, since we only got the one death, even though I was trying to get deaths, didn't really seem like the stakes were all that high, and I don't know, it wasn't particularly interesting since we didn't actually pull off the heist itself, so, I don't know. I guess if you're into the Payday games and you know the characters and how it all works, you probably get more out of this, but just coming in totally blind and fresh to this, don't think it was particularly interesting. I mean, they just made it as a promotional game, but I don't know. It didn't make me want to buy Payday 2, if that makes sense.